Hello there. Hello there.
The truck's a ghost now, rusted and cold. The headlights blink like they're tired and old.
Hello there.
Branches claw at your heavy coat. A heartbeat's rhythm in your tightening throat. Ash and death
Hello there.
spell you cast. The banshee's wail cuts through the past. Her fingers brush the night's deep spine. You can't outrun her, but you can bite time. Light the smudge and watch it burn. When the banshee hunts, there's no return. Hold your breath, hold your ground, or she'll steal your soul without a sound. Don't forget your lighter. Don't forget the flame. When the banshee comes, she'll whisper your name. Smoke and shadow, fire and fear. Pray she leaves you, and you're still Okay, Grubbins, we gotta shred some ghosts. You just do the singing, I'll take care of the hard part. Let's get it on! I wanna be the best there ever was, to put them all to rest, yeah, that's my cause.
Okay, Twitch, you're seriously gonna do this again? I already fired off a 3-minute ad break. Ew, you're gonna do another ad break, huh? Twitch, seriously. Good morning, everybody. Yes, I am complaining about Twitch. Talking of, firing off ad breaks. When I start my stream, one of the first buttons I push is 3 minutes of ads. And then Twitch goes, yeah, you know what? That's not good enough. That's not good enough. We're going to do another 3 minutes of ads there, you know? How you doing, everybody? Alright, I'm going to quickly check in here. Let's see. We got Pitbull's coming in with the first. Crusader with the second. Hello. Ember with the third. Miranda, good to see you again. Pleasure. I got to play some games last night with Miranda in TOS. Absolute delight of a person to play games with. Definitely do that again. Pickles. E-Dig! Hello! Yeah, Crusader, I woke up this morning and I got the message from a emailer saying, hey, you've been accepted to do the whole emailer key thing for this game. I'm like, I've been looking at this game. It looks like a fun game. Let's do it today. You don't have to do Wicked Wednesday. Why not? It's a psychological horror involving aliens. Let's have some fun. Let's probe the mysteries of the extraterrestrial. Folklore Hunter. I've heard good things about Folklore Hunter. I might have to pick up the demo. I know it's like a little rough at the moment. I think it was Cryptic that was talking about Folklore Hunter, and he was saying it was rough. Ooh, got an electric. Oh, yeah, escape when we got it. Twitch keeps pausing? Is my Twitch pausing? No, my stream seems to be doing okay. Hello! Let's see if it's good. I saw someone getting banned for jumping channels promoting it. No, mine is almost like another video is starting in the background. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, it is interesting. And hello, Jinx! Yeah, we got like 3 minutes here. You know what? Nope. We're jumping into just chatting. That song's a secret song. Hey, buddy, what's up? My son just came by to say hi. By the way, ads are starting again, so there's that. What's up, buddy?
I need my Discord.
You need your what?
I need my Discord email. Well, I need my email for Discord and my password.
It's your email address that you... Well, you have your email address downstairs hooked up on your computer, right?
Yeah.
So, what, you got kicked out of Discord?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well,
I have to sign in again.
I'll send you that. Give me a minute. Welcome to Being a Parent, everybody. Hello, my name is Grub and Dad, and I'm a parent of two fantastic small Grubbins who apparently need their passwords and can't keep track of them despite the fact that they created them themselves. Quarantine Zone, but the extension is still live. Yeah, I plan on streaming Quarantine Zone again. It seems to be a fan favorite around here, Jinx. So, you know, that might end up, it'll be back on the roster of available games for Friday's Community Day, where, you know, you guys either get to play games with me if you want to play games with me, or if, you know, for some reason you're unavailable to do so, then you guys get to pick the game. All right, so your username.
I don't have access to Discord.
Well, that's silly.
Yeah.
Hi, Grubbin. How'd you lose access to it? You had it this morning, didn't you?
I didn't open it this morning.
Okay. Where you going? Okay. Bear with me, everybody. We are doing... so I'm doing something for my son here real quick. Hey, Mom, a 10 stream streak. That's awesome. Way to go. I gotta get that sound fixed. I was gonna do that this morning, and I got distracted with something else that I was working on. Okay, so buddy, those symbols there are that one there. Okay?
That is the and?
Yeah.
Thing. Okay.
There you go. Discord. Yeah, that's Grubbin Boy. Grubbin Boy and I are going to be playing on Saturdays. Not every Saturday. We have to decide on a Saturday that we're going to start it up, but we're going to be playing It Takes Two together, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited about doing that with Grubbin Boy there. So we'll be playing It Takes Two, and yeah, kind of like what I did with the Grubbette there.
Hello there.
I mean, It Takes Two's already going to have his perspective in the game, but I'll have him on Discord with me as well, so you'll see like a little bouncing bike icon there. Have you tried We Are Here series? No, I haven't, Jinx. Let me look that up. While we're waiting out the ads, or did the ads already finish? I don't know what's going on with ads anymore. Hello, Quibble. Quibble, I Quibble one. You are my only hope. I need your help with something, and I'll send you a message on Discord after stream, okay? But I need your help with the pickle wagon. I have a tremendous amount of like pressure on getting the pickle wagon right. I need a professional. Well, I need a professional in many ways, but hello, Updriftable Place. Hello, my name is Grubmanette, and I butcher people's screen names, not intentionally, just because my tongue moves faster than my mouth does. How are you doing? What kind of games do you stream? Tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself. It's co-op puzzle game. Communication is key. We Are Here. I was going to look that up. Right. That's what it's called? We Are Here? We Are Here. You know, Jinx, I was actually thinking you and I need to, like, you know, get some collabs going there, right? And two-player puzzle games might actually be a lot of fun to play together.
Look at this wholesome moment between light and hope. It's so wholesome.
I was thinking you and I, like, where is it going? Yeah, so I was thinking you and I, Jinx. We should play some games together. Yeah, Undrift. I've started going through my clips, but I get a lot of like fun ones that come up. Like, I remember that. We're looking good today. Well, please get better. Take care of yourself, please. I appreciate the lurk, my friend. I'll definitely message you after stream. Thank you. Stream mini games from horror games all the way to RPG games. Sounds like fun. I will give you a follow on Drift, and I'll check you out. When are you live next on Drift? Or do you have a schedule? Let's see what we got going on here. Short stream every other Friday. So looks like the next one is it's coming this Friday apparently. All right, there's that and we got my Twitch going over there. Short stream, cool. Yeah, I'll see if this Friday I'm playing Pathfinder with my friends, so I may not be available or around.
Hello there.
But if I can, I will see if I'll try to pop in and see what you like. You plan on playing tonight? All right, sounds like fun. Hello, Tay-Tay, welcome in. All right, let's move the bot out of the way. Let's get Boom Bears loaded up on the screen here. Now that Twitch is done running its 1 hour of ads in a 3-minute time block. I mean, seriously. I probably should reach out to like Twitch support and find out, yo, hey, you guys keep running like ads on me repeatedly. What's going on here? I've got you guys set up properly. It's super frustrating. You guys are getting to be worse than Windows. Happy Wednesday, I ate your pants. Thank you for the fart. Oh, thank you, beautiful. All right, I've got something special planned for you. Thank you. I made something this morning for Militia Cat, but I need Militia Cat to be around. Um, I've got something for Milish Cat. As many of you know, I'm a sentimental old man. I like to sit on my front porch and yell at kids to get off my lawn. How you doing, Pants?
Stay a while and listen.
Well, welcome to the Grubbin family. We do have anonymous follows enabled. We'll never call you out if you want to stay a while and listen. However, if you want to hop in chat and say hello, it is super effective. It's like one of the that's almost become like Pavlovian instinctive now. I hear my stay a while and listen and cheers love, because I hear cheers love on my side, right? But it's almost Pavlovian now that as soon as I hear that, it's like, and stop what I'm saying and welcome the person in. It's kind of crazy. Oh, do you realize what? Oh, Pants, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It happens. Twitch unfollows people all the time. It does weird things. I don't get upset about that type of thing, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, brain muscle memory, exactly. And yet I still can't figure out how to not say,
Hello there.
we're going to run 1 hour of every hour we run 1 hour of ads every 3 minutes.
Hello
I
there.
stumble over that every time. Oh, we have Milish Cat here. I was here for 3 months and wasn't following. I was in the Discord. That's true, Crusader. It's true. It's true. Please don't run 1 hour of ads. I don't intend on it, Tay-Tay. I don't plan it. But it's become my latest verbal typo. I started stream up and I fired off the ads. I said, run 3 minutes of ads. And then Twitch went, okay, after those 3 minutes of ads, you're going to give you like a 1 hour or 1 minute break. And now we're going to run 3 minutes again. Oh, at Quibble, that's ridiculous. I have done the minimum the minimum ad time that I could possibly do to completely eliminate pre-rolls, which is 3 minutes every 60 minutes. And I keep very tight control and scheduling on those ads, and I run them manually so that I can plan them and make sure that they run when I want them to run, as opposed to letting Twitch go crazy. Say this, but it's greedy. Yeah, like there's no need for that. There's no need for that there. You just take an ad break between ads and inform viewers. There's another. I also use that 3 minutes to get up and stretch. And I say the same thing to you guys. Like, get up, stretch, grab your drink, fill it up, right? Like, get yourself a snack. I mean, actually, I'm gonna pour out some of my hot sauce goldfish crackers right now. Like, get yourself a snack. Stand up. As you get older, taking that 3 minutes to stand up and walk around is huge, and has definitely been a massive improvement on my health overall. While moderating, I have finangled it, and you can run 2 minutes and 30 ads every hour. You also
Hello there.
Hold on here. You also get one of no pre-roll, but that has to be done manually. I couldn't run it automatically. Hello, Grubber Boy. Oh, yeah, we have Pokemon in chat here. What do we got here? We have a Bergamite, infected balls with a frozen ball. I probably, again, I keep saying this every time. I probably have dozens of those, but I don't use them in my own chat because that requires typing. All right. I'm going to fire up UFOphilia. Just a disclosure, I did receive this game free from Keymailer. It was provided by the developers, the producers of the game. So it was provided me free, but that said, I'm going to give it my honest opinion. Like, minimize that. I'm going to do, play it honestly for the first time. I have not played this yet. I literally installed it about 5 minutes before I hit that start button, maybe 10 minutes before. So we're gonna go with fresh eyes. We're gonna give it an honest opinion, and yeah, let's see what the aliens got in store for us. Hopefully, they'll give me my coffee back. But before I do that, my beautiful wife Malishkat is here, and as you know, she is like the heart and soul of streaming here. She keeps me on track. She's that voice that I constantly hear in my headset, letting me know that I'm rambling, or that I need to change the topic, or I'm running too long on doing something, or hey, it's coming up on 2:30. You should probably end. She's that amazing voice that helps keep me on track, and big anchor to my life. Two Fox, hello, welcome in. Grubbin has been bought out, confirmed. Yes. Right now I'm being ridiculous. You know what's ridiculous? This song, Malishkat.
Stay a while and
I wrote
listen.
this for you this morning. I've had it going for a little bit, rattling around in my head, but this song is for you. Okay? See, it even says, the voice in my head, the woman behind the streamer, my beautiful wife, Malishkat. See? The shout out is right. Is it, Quibble said something here. Hang on a second here. Also, that game looks scary. Isn't too bad. I got. Oh, Ghost Watchers? Crusader? Ghost Watchers is actually a lot of fun. Yeah, Ghost Watchers is a lot of fun. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Like many other ghost hunting games, it does suffer from dark is scary, but the game itself isn't too bad. But before I get going here, I'm gonna bring up the song. Ember, I fixed your command, by the way, Ember. It wasn't broken. It was just being typoed. Hello, Resi. Yes, there is occasionally Sunny Meadows in my streams. No Sunny Meadows today, Razzie. Maybe Friday? I might actually be looking at doing some Grub and Dad After Darks where I play Phaz. I know I want to play some Phasmo with Quibble and do a collab there with her. No, Quibble. Her Shodi has the 37 at the end. It's her full stream name. I had to add an alias to it for the Ember. So, there's that. All right. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to hit play on this song. Malishkat, I love you. This is for you. I know, baby. I know.
If I was a flashlight, I'd shine down every hall. I'd chase every shadow till we'd seen them all. If I was an EMF, I'd beep when you came through. So I'd never hunt a hallway unless it's me and you. All I want is to ghost hunt with you. Down those stairs and up past room 302. If the floorboards creak, you can grab my sleeve. I don't mind the chill if you're right here too. All I want is to ghost hunt with you.
Get those dance emotes going, people. Show her some love.
If I into your pocket, keep all the stories I could tell. If I was a cheap red pen, I'd circle every clue. I'd cross out every do not enter, except the ones with you. All I want is to go hunt with you. Down those stairs and up past room 302. If the candles shake and the door latch moves, I don't need to run, I just need the truth. All I want is a ghost hunt. Ghost hunt with you. If we hear a name in a static, if a curtain moves on its own, I'll ask the dark one question: are we really alone? And if nothing answers us back, I'll still know what is true. I was always just a little bit haunted by you. All I want is to go hunt with you. Down those stairs and up past room 302. If the old clock stops at 302, I'll still keep time by walking with you. All I want is a ghost hunt. Ghost hunt with you.
There you go. Love you, Milish Cat. And the reference for 302, by the way, is if the clock has hit 302, it means I've gone far too long in stream. I'm going to be late picking up my daughter. But also, I just want to keep playing games with you. Hello, Joker. Welcome in. You're lurking while waking up, but had to join the dance. I appreciate it, Joker. Thank you. Yes, I'm a big sappy lug. I love my wife. What can I say? All right. Let's change scenes. Let's get into playing some UFOs or hunting UFOs. All right. Important notice here. Read before playing. Lock that. This video game may contain flashing lights that could
Hello
trigger
there.
seizures in individuals with photosensitive epilepsy. Even those without known history may be affected. If you experience dizziness, visual changes, twitching, or loss of consciousness, stop playing and consult a doctor. I'm pretty confident if you've lost consciousness, you've definitely stopped playing. And yeah, consult your doctor. Children and teenagers are more susceptible to these effects. Play in a well-lit room and avoid playing if you are tired. Consult a doctor if you have a history of epilepsy. Well, there we go. And yes, this game does contain aliens in it. Beyond that, I don't know much about it. I've seen some play for it. Let's here. Okay. So how is the sound coming through for everybody? So if it is so boring that I fall asleep, I need to stop playing and call a doctor. Exactly, Crusader. If you lose consciousness while playing this game, consult your doctor. Or get some sleep. How's that sound look for you guys? There's no game sound coming through? Turn that up. Did Panda get you one, Kim Emperor? Hi, Grubbin. It is amazing to me that I remember that you are there, or I don't remember you were there, despite the fact my son put you there. And then I lean back and, yeah. Shadowstorm! Everyone hide! Oh, Shadowstorm, you got Pants! Pants is new here! Shadowstorm triggered a hunt by asking the Ouija board, what is the secret to life, the universe, and everything, and then just walking away. Seriously? Inviting Boo Buddy... Hide from Boo Buddy by inviting Boo Buddy to lay on the sofa and tell him about his unfinished business. While Boo Buddy breaks down, Shadowstorm sneaks out the window and down the drain spout with a crash. You don't hear any game sound. Okay. Game capture. Let me turn that up there. You guys hear it now? Louder now? Okay. I just cranked it up really high, so we'll put it at that and we'll see how that is. Alright, let's go back. Oh, actually settings. What do we got for game? English, camera shakes. When the player lands in the ground or is near an explosion. Yeah, let's disable that. Let's disable head bobbing and vibration because I don't need it on. I'm not using a controller. All right, let's jump in. Oh, okay. Settings. Keyboard and mouse look sensitivity. Developers, if you're going to develop a game and you are going to provide an option for, putting in things, don't just rely on the slider. There are people out there who have issues managing the sliders, getting them to that right number that they want to have it at. Some people have an essential tremor, which means their hand constantly shakes. And if they're trying to put that slider in and their hand is jittering back and forth, they're going to struggle getting it. Give us a text input box next to the slider. Let me click on this 30 and put it to 25 or whatever number I want. Please, please, if you're developing a game, consider all of your sliders having a text input. We'll play with that for now. Okay, so possible alien types. We have the Cajun, the gray alien, green men, an insectoid, a mantis, reptilian, a xenomorphic, a zoomorphic, and the Zeta. Hey, I remember them for Fallout. Alright, does this game have a tutorial? Does it give me any indication of how to play? Alright, what's my laptop do? Nothing. Oh, I have to right click. There we go. Also, I want my overlay up because it's being hidden. Where is my overlay? There we go. Alright, you're going to be like that, are you? Settings. Video. Windowed. Back. Back. Resume. Can I have my overlay back, please? Why? Hello from Izzy. Hey, Izzy. I know about the Greys from Resident Alien. Alright, give me a second. I'm having trouble with this game already. The video does not want to... Oh, do I have to hit apply resolution? Alright. Here's another thing. I didn't see this apply resolution here because I'm looking down here and I'm looking for an apply button. All I see is reset to default, Steam Deck optimal settings, and back. The fact that there's an apply resolution here that acts as a apply button for your video resolution and does not have the same like confirmation button look, most people are going to miss this, and they're going to do exactly what I did, which is try to get the game to go into windowed full screen or borderless window, and then go, well, okay, there's no apply, so I obviously hit back, and clearly, like, you don't have one here. Like, give me an apply. Make your buttons consistent. Make your buttons consistent. No figure huggies or no Anumakaki game is mid. You're leaving? Okay. Well, facehuggers are, trademarked, so, and I'm not quite sure what the other one is. True atmosphere in horror is not loud. It is build up to suspense and the unknown creepy silences. Yes, Scots Queen. Silence in horror games can make the horror so much more intense. Xenomorph? Xenomorphic is not. Xenomorphic literally means alien shapeshifting. It says xenomorphic, not xenomorph. Alright, so, game. Where's my tutorial? UFO bubble. Do they understand? Are they aggressive? I don't know. Alright, I have to right click on the thing here. Tips. If you can use the spirit box, do it. It will give you clues about whether the alien is aggressive or curious. Okay. Anunnaki from Nancy Drew or Western History. Ah. Okay. Thank you for acquiring UFOphilia software, a specialized operating system for gathering evidence that proves the existence of extraterrestrials. New systems. Show your worth by earning Roswell points to unlock new missions and upgrades. Photo of an alien is 1 Roswell point. UFO object is 1. Mission objective completed 1. Special tool used from level 5 onward is 4. To begin, open objective folder. There you'll find the steps to follow. Okay, I want to click on my computer. Thankfully, the game is still in beta. Last rank achieved in this mission. Okay. Finish mission. Tools. UFO photos shop. I need to spend... Oh, I need Roswell points to buy stuff. Okay. Objective. Locate the appearance zone. Each mission has an appearance zone, usually a room where the alien will appear later in Phase 4. You won't always be able to identify it easily, so stay alert for flickering lights, lights turning on or off in a specific area, noises coming from that direction, or sudden drops in temperature. So it could literally just be my kids running around the house. Probably more of an issue of how it'd be a generic term. Yeah, xenomorph is a generic term, whereas facehugger is specific to the little crab-crawling aliens. But keep in mind that events may happen anywhere in the level. Okay, step 2. Don't overuse your tools. Each alien requires specific tools to be identified. If you use the wrong ones, you might trigger an abduction of 10. Well, that's what they did with my coffee. Place tools in strategic locations such as passageways, but avoid excessive use if you don't have clear clues about which alien is present. Best strategy is to start exploring without tools to locate the appearance zone first. Follow the clues. Whenever you notice something strange, write it down. Once you've recorded several events, You can check them in the laptop. UFO info. Okay. There you'll find a list of phenomena. And by clicking them, the systems will indicate which types of aliens might be present. Things get serious in Phase 4. You can activate Phase 4 from the laptop. It includes an antenna-like device already installed in your transport vehicle. When activated, this device erases your human presence, making the alien feel safe enough to manifest in the appearance zone. This is the moment you grab your night vision camera, turn off the lights, and start searching. Be careful, each alien has specific requirements that you must follow. More information in the UFO info folder. Step 5, approaching the alien. And each alien has certain conditions that must be met if you don't want it to attack. For example, using bait or keeping the lights off. Another important factor is some aliens are aggressive while others are curious. An aggressive alien will chase you if it sees you and you're too close. Move away and it will stop following you. You'll have to approach it from behind to take a picture. Okay, so aggressive aliens we take booty pictures of. Gotcha. Curious aliens, we give them the full blue steel front portraits. A curious alien will tolerate your presence, but if you get too close, it will react aggressively. Alright, so no hugging the aliens. That makes sense. If you get too close to an alien during Phase 4, an abduction will begin. At that moment, you won't be able to leave the area, and the alien, along with some companions, will relentlessly chase you. Not all of them will try to abduct you, but it's best not to stick around to find out. Survive long enough and they'll stop chasing you. So run and hide. Lovely. I love being chased. Step 7 is I have photos. Now what? If you collected enough evidence, return to your caravan and select end the mission. You can leave at any time, but you'll receive fewer Roswell points if you don't obtain all 4 photos. Additionally, there are UFO-related objects scattered across the map, left behind by other ufologists who weren't so lucky. Each photo is worth 1 point. Each recovered object is 1 point. Is the currency used to determine when you're ready for new missions. Unlocking new missions will cost 8 points. Lost items. So tinfoil hat, sunglasses, baseball bat, and a UFO saucer. Gotta go grab the Weeman's PC from the shop. Alright, Scott's Queen. Say it's building out. I'll be here for another, I think, like almost 3.5 hours. The kids are home today, so I could go longer if I need to or want to. All right. UFO info. So I've got bait. Press right click to pick up an item. Okay. There's my EMF. I assume that's a Geiger. Thank you for scrubbing the grubbin. What are these? What are all these tools? You know what? Let's grab a camera. Is that a camera? That's a motion sensor. That is a thermometer. Okay. What are you? You're a magnetic sensor. Okay. What are you? Parts per million. Okay. A pair of camcorders. We crouch. We have... What are you? We always hear about the thermometer, but not the thermal data eater. Is that what that is? They're a data eater? What are you? You are... That one went over my head too, Fox. That pun went over my head. Okay. How do I turn these on? E. Hey, I know what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at the controls settings. Keyboard and mouse controls. Look is moving around. Run is shift. Control is crouch. Flashlight is R. Take a photo. Escape. Switch item is space. And then... Wait. Right trigger and left... I'm not using... Like... I'm not... What? IA jump? I don't know. Rain! Hello! Yes, the UFO game! That is bait. Some kind of bait. Chemical bait. Okay. Can I rotate these when I go to put them down? No. Okay. Let's take our camera. Wow, that, like, takes up a whole bunch of my screen space. I want to open the door. Let me out. How do I want out of my... I just want out. Let me out. Do I need to, like, choose a mission? Missions. Fine. Training area. Go there. I have to choose a mission. Apparently there is a training area. Yeah. Training. In this mission, you'll be able to experience the basic way of grab a tool, microwave reader, and enter the presence. Okay. Our premises. Press escape to close the message. Okay. When one of the tools activates, each tool works in a different way. It could be evidence. In the real mission, will help you know what type of alien it is, the UFO thing. Okay. Where's my flashlight? What was the key for my flashlight? Keys. Forward, look, run, use. Flashlight's R. R. Oh, okay. I right-click to turn on lights. Off to the water park. Appreciate it, Ember. Have a good one. An alien has activated the tool. This means that there's an alien nearby. Keep moving forward. Okay. The flickering lights is an indication of a spawn zone. There may be other signs. You can see them on the laptop. Now activate Phase 4 in the Tools folder on the laptop. Hello, alien. Are you there? Are you friendly? Okay. Going this way. We got this. I'm getting there! Seriously, I'm on my way! I could go there. Laptop. Tools. Activate Phase 4. The alien is in the zone. Be careful. Okay. Well, hunt. To be able to take photos of the alien, you have to get quite close. In training, nothing will happen to you, but in missions, the closer you are to the alien, the higher the chance they'll try to abduct you. When you take a valid photo, you'll hear a specific sound. You can take up to 4 valid photos. If you take a photo that is not valid, don't worry, it won't take any space in the memory card. Each valid photo you take, the probability of abduction increases. Hi, little alien. Are you friendly? Hi. You gonna pose for me? All right, little alien. Hi. Get a little closer. Sorry. You know, this one here might be aggressive. There we go. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Backing up. There we go. There we are. Oh, all right. All right, now we're moving out. We're backing away. Run! Okay. Now what? I took pictures. I love the old CRT monitor up there. Some tools can be boosted when placed next to each other. Okay. So I took pictures. What next? Tools. Tools expansion. The camera. Okay. I guess I go and take more pictures of the thing. I mean, the memory's full. Hi, alien. I love the crayon coloring on you. It's absolutely amazing. CRT because your grant money sucks. Yeah. And zoom. Okay, so I took pictures of the alien. Now what? Game, talk to me. What now? Spawn zones. Okay, once you know which alien you are, it appears, then activate phase 4. The tools folder and the alien will go. But I did that. I took the pictures. What now? What do I do now? Is that it? That the entire tutorial? Objectives. Tools folder explanations. Okay. Tools explanations. Bait tools, night camera. Once you have 4 good photos, the camera will notify you with a memory full message. Okay. You will have to reactivate phase 4 for the alien to appear again. Many events won't appear on the computer. Well, that didn't help at all. No. Objectives. The tutorial could definitely use some work. Okay, step 5, approaching the alien. We did that. Step 6, we did not get abducted. Step 7, I guess we click finish mission? Well, that tutorial didn't teach me anything. That taught me nothing. Let's do that again. Training area. Let's go. There's a photo. Okay. We'll take a look at that in a sec. That there. Loading in. Okay. Grab a tool, microwave reader, and enter the premise. Alright, I got this. Stepping out. When the tool activates, each tool works in a different way. You can find more info in a real mission. It will help you know what type of alien it is by entering the UFO info folder on the laptop. Okay. Alright. Alien has activated the tool, means keep moving forward. Alright. The flickering lights indicate a spawn zone. You can see them on the laptop. Now activate phase 4 in the tools. In this example, the flickering is continuous, but in reality it appears from time to time. Remember that this is just an example of evidence. There are many others. Okay. So now I come back this way. Now activate phase 4 on the laptop. Inside the tools folder, once phase 4 is active, grab the camera and take photos of the alien. Don't worry, there's no danger now. What do you mean now? Okay. Tools. Activate phase 4. Alright. UFO info. Wow, there's a lot of lights flicker in a specific area. Okay. Synthetic Morse code, Morse type signal coming from single area. Sound distortion. Yeah, I would have said something, but I am playing a hardcore character in a game. Oh no, it's all good. It's all good, Under. It's all good. That wasn't the magnetometer, right? Let's look at the tools real quick. Tool explanation. Baits, camera, microwave reader. Okay. Mercy! Thank you for the 8 months. How you doing, my friend? 8 months. I still can't get over the fact that I've been doing this for 8 months. High microwave radiation detected. Well, that doesn't tell us anything. That just narrows it down to these three still. Oh, by the way, it's a Zeta. It's totally a Zeta. Cardboard Zeta. Yeah, it's a microwave reader. Reads microwave emissions. Let's go back out there. How you doing, Mercy? Did you get good sleep last night? Be able to take photos of the alien, need to get quite close. At training, nothing will happen to you.
Hello there.
If you take a valid photo, you'll hear a specific sound. You can take up to 4 valid photos. If you take a photo that's not valid, okay. With each photo, abduction chance increases. You tried your best? That's all we ask. Can I zoom in? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What defines... I don't know. Hey, Mom. Alright, that goes there. So, photos. We have our 4 photos. Okay. And this is where we ran into the problem next. What do we do now? We have... what? Lights flicker in specific areas. High microwave radiation. Let's select our Zeta. Zoomorphic, reptilian, insectoid, xenomorphic, Zeta. Presence of elevated thing there. Distorted. Okay, so we had... why is it not... we had high microwave radiation. Lights flickering in a specific area. So you're not a Zeta. I'm confused. How do I strange events? So if I uncheck that, and I uncheck that, then I have all these types here. Right? If I click on that, I'm going to assume that's selected. Okay, I'm going to make the assumption that is selected. Lights flicker in a specific area. And then I'm going to go to... we had high microwave radiation detected. Like, it did spike up pretty high, I think. There. Which gives us the xenomorphic, Zeta, and zoomorphic. So if I select the Zeta, which is this one here, we use electric sound bait, flashlight off, standing. Zeta is invisible, but a flash from your camera makes it visible. Sometimes its breath gives you clues about where it is. Yeah, this tutorial is not teaching anything, except that their UI needs a lot of work. If I go back here, these are still selected, but my types of aliens up here have gone away. So I click that. I click that. Right? But, like, it's not... The light's flickering there. Gives me these three, right? Then I go high microwave radiation detector. I get these three. If I unclick the Zeta, right? I unclick those. They aren't doing anything. If I close that and I go to UFO info again, blank slate. Alright. We had high microwave radiation detected. Let's click that. We've had lights turn off or on in a thing. No. Lights flickering in a specific area. This is definitely the definition of a beta. Yes, I 100% agree with you there. So I click that. So, okay. Microwave radiation, lights flicker. Alright. If everything is unchecked, shouldn't they all be listed as possible? I don't know. I don't know. But I have ads coming up, everybody. So I just got the notification of 3 minutes of ads. We're going to take a break. I'm going to shake the confusion out of my head here. And I'm going to scroll down over here because why is it so far up? Go all the way down. There we go. If everything is unclickable, shouldn't all... Yeah, 100%. I agree with you there. All right, so let's take a break here. Every hour, I run 3 minutes of ad to keep the Eldritch Gods of Twitch asleep and appeased for the next hour. This means that they don't get to run pre-rolls when a Grubbin and friend comes into the channel. It means they don't get to run ads in the middle of our gameplay, and they don't get to run ads whenever they feel like it. At this time here, I usually recommend that you stand up, stretch, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, hug your refrigerator, but not too much. And we also do play Boom Bears on stream on the ad breaks. So if you have Twitch Turbo or a subscription, then you'll get to see the little gummy bears get their gelaticidal tendencies going. It's adorable, it's cute, it's wholesome violence, which is a phrase I never thought I'd be stringing together here. If you don't, I recommend Twitch Turbo if you can't afford to support numerous streamers out there. If you want to subscribe, I greatly appreciate it, but we never ask anybody to do that. I understand how money and budgets are tight. So, with that all said, it'll be exclamation join. If you don't have a sub or turbo, use exclamation join when you see other people doing it. And you'll be able to get your bear in the battle. And who knows, you might come out of the ad break on the other side with the crown as the victor of the Gummy Apocalypse. But I'll see everybody in 3 minutes. I'm going to stand up and stretch myself. Exclamation join! Get the bears in the battle! Grab him, boy! Congratulations on the win! Alright. Can you keep the crown, Grab boy? Exclamation join! Get your bears in the battle, everybody!
Don't forget the flame when the banshee comes. She'll whisper your name. Smoke and shadow, fire and fear. Pray she leaves you, and you're still here.
Yeah, you keep that up there. I might end up putting a command in there that when you do something like that, it triggers stuff specifically for you. I just gotta think of something funny to put attached to it. And make it random so it doesn't always happen. Oh no, Griffin Boy lost his crown already. Looks like Pickles took. Oh well, Pickles is gone. You swear you drink? This is the second round. We did two rounds undriftable. Box. Oh, I gotta push that button real quick. There we go. Congratulations on coming out of the ads with the crown 2 Fox. Okay, let's figure this game out. Hi, I'm standing up now. Let's adjust the mic, the camera angle, get a little elevated there. Also, did she... No, okay. There we go, just clear a bunch of stuff away. Alright, so far we figured out that strange events, if we enter those in there, it does random things. Finishing food. Alright, Pickles, you enjoy your food. I ended up getting Twitch Turbo a few days ago because I had too many subs. Twitch more. Yeah, 2 Fox. I have Twitch Turbo. I picked it up like within our, I think it was like our second month of like actually coming onto Twitch and watching streamers, and I got tired of the ads. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I want to watch this streamer. I want to watch this streamer, and the constant ads were going on. I was like, well, that sucks. I mean, kind of like. And some of them, they don't stop what they're doing, you know, to let the ads roll. They just let the ads go in the middle of going on. And it was like, oh, you know what? You totally missed something important that happened during the ad break. That's not fun. Not fun at all. So we picked up Turbo, and honestly, it's been the best thing. There are a couple of streamers out there that I do have a recurring subscription to. But I want to say 90% of the people that I watch, I support them through Twitch Turbo. They still get, you know, a portion of the ad revenue. And yeah, that's the only thing, Pants, is the emotes. And I try to keep, like, with my emotes, I try to keep a bunch of like the tier 1 ones, which I'm going to be redoing soon, accessible for people because, you know, they're fun, right? You can have a couple of animated ones in there, so when I do start making more animated ones, I'll probably like start rotating them out, like every month, just shifting them around a bit to allow people with like you know, who just following. I think just following people get animated emotes. I'll figure it out. I try to stop for ads, but in some games it's not possible. Some games it's not possible. Like playing Devour with friends, even playing Devour at all, there is no pause button, and you can't stop for ads. It is thing, but I will say ads are coming, and let people know. And then I try not to do much during the ad break. All right, so this is telling me nothing. It's either an insectoid, a reptilian, a zoomorphic, or a xenomorphic, or a zeta, or... Two Fox, thank you for the bits. Hello, Dragon Lord. How you doing? I appreciate that, Two Fox. You don't have to, but I do appreciate it. Every bit, every sub that comes into the channel is going back into the channel. Picking up new games to play with you guys on Wednesdays. I'm currently going to be setting aside money to get a camera that actually like properly adjusts and tracks where my thing is. Yeah, so better gear, head. I picked up recently. I have to install it. I don't know if any of you remember, doing stuff like this, but drop the screwdriver. I need to install it, but I picked up so that when I record stuff and I do my video, like I'm learning to do video editing, I picked up a PCIe Express SATA card so that I can hook up a couple extra hard drives that I have to my computer, because they're currently all in use, and be able to actually like record the gameplay and whatnots to a larger hard drive and not have to worry about it consuming virtual memory resources for games and whatnot. So I'll have a dedicated hard drive that gets stuff recorded to. It's an 8 terabyte drive, so I'll be doing that, and then I can take the games and I can cut them down and put the VODs properly up on like YouTube, so if anybody wants to go back and watch them, they can watch them. Right now I've just been bulk uploading over there, but I want to improve things for everybody around here too. So better cameras, better mics, an arm for my mic so that I can get it where I want it to be better, things like that. Everything goes back into the stream. Or in the case of the bits in that there that were from the Grabette makeup stream, I'm going to be taking her out shopping, and we're going to buy some makeup for her. I've got a portion of that all set aside for her, and we're going to do that this coming weekend. We're going to go and buy her some new makeup. And who knows, she might even want to do another makeup stream for me. Okay. To begin objective folder, you'll find, okay, well, I've done all that. I've got my photos. UFO objects, 0. RP the 0. Don't forget the falsies for your next stream. We'll look into it. I know Artemis was talking to Milishcat about, a stamp that you can put on to do like your eyelids and that, if you have shaky hands, that might be a bit more comfortable for her little hands. Eyeliner, yeah, right, eyeliner. That might be more comfortable with her little hands. I'm just going to finish this mission. Let's just jump into a proper mission here and try to figure this out as we go. Let's do what we do best and stumble through things. It needs a loading screen, too, because I keep trying to move around when it's loading stuff up. Alright, missions. Medium House. This is the Jones family contracted us. They say they're desperate because no one believes them. According to the father, Daniel Jones, strange events started happening in their home a few weeks ago. These incidents always occur at night, doors closing by themselves, lights turning off, electrical devices switching on. He even claims to have seen blinding lights around the house. This looks like a third kind of encounter, so head over and find out what's going on in a small house. I'm getting abducted! Teleporters away! Missions. Find samples of spores. It is generated in an area of the map when you escape an abduction. Okay. Photograph
Hello
the
there.
alien while it's chasing me. Okay. What do we got here? Step 1, basic... See, this is, like, much more information than the tutorial gave me.
Careful, SpongeBob! Careful,
You heard
SpongeBob!
that from me.
SpongeBob, careful! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob!
Step 1.
Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob!
Buy a UFO bubble. Step 1. Use basic tools first. Basic tools are these ones. Okay. Explore the area and note down strange events and try to find 4 lost UFO items. Okay. So basic ones are the stick, the box, the small stick, the thermometer, the microwave, and the thermometer. Okay. Can I carry? I can only carry 2 items at once. Okay, well, we're going to carry the microwave. And, Geiger? Well, that's kind of them. They left the door open for me. At that point, they should just remove the tutorial from the game. Or improve upon it. Honestly, improve on it. Like... Let me in, let me in, let me in. Can I hide in there? No. But the game is still in beta. It's still very much beta. Okay, we're not going upstairs just yet. So, yeah, Pants, I would say... Well, first off, I hate doing comparisons of one game to another. Unless it was my rant on how the other side is like Hello Kitty Adventure Island. Which was a joke rant. But in this case here, I will say yes. It is very much like Phasmophobia, but with aliens. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been told I can be very distracting. Alright. Real quick here. So I made a joke last night to one of the developers of The Other Side. Alright, let's jump over here real quick. So last night I got to play with C, who is one of the developers of The Other Side. She came up with all the jump scares that exist in The Other Side. Fantastic woman. And she was joking around about how she had never played this game before and wanted to know what the game was like. So I said this to her. The Other Side is very much like Hello Kitty Adventure Island, wherein you travel to a remote location either via aircraft or by truck to meet anthropomorphic animals who may or may not be possessed by a killer clown with abs. Your objective is to investigate the area, determine which one of the animals is actually the killer clown with abs, and then run screaming as they try to eat you. Using basic tools for ghost hunting and paranormal investigation, you will then identify what type of spirit is possessing said anthropomorphic animal. And when you're all done, you're going to hop in the truck or on your airplane, fly away, drive away, and never look back. I think that's actually like the third variation of it, but... Okay. Did that just like turn off all the lights? Is that all that did? Alright, that just turns off all the lights. I remember how to set them up here. Well, that's good. Found an object! A tinfoil hat. I think something just turned the power off? Yeah, there was a weird chittering and... Okay, we got a, yeah, weird chittering and a... Can't access the laptop while holding something. UFO info. Okay, so... These traces are that high, communicates through spirit box. Doors closed, light flickers, no. Objects, no. Turns off or on in a thing, no. Turns off or on light, sound distortion. Object jumps near you, object jumps when no one is near, whispers in your ears, light flickers. Okay, nope. I don't know. Weird. Let's take that and that. What was that? That chittering may have been a whisper in his language? Maybe. Okay, so the magnet thingy, or the microwave thingy just started going off. I'm going to assume that was... Then let me just use the other hand. Make microwave radiation. Okay. Xenomorphic, zeta, and zoomorphic with that. No. Nope. 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 Zoomorphic. Presence of elevated microwaves. Sound coming from same area. Whispers in the ear. Objects move. Noise when far away. Xenomorphic. Microwave. Shaking cabinets. Distorted sounds? Events. Sounds in the same area. Noise when you're far away. Okay, so let's grab that and that. What does that tool do anyways? Makes me curious. Do each alien type have different sound to help identify them, or is it generic? I don't know. Okay, we're getting high radiation. Where's the light switch for up the hallway? Here it is. I know as much as you do. Yeah. I've seen a couple people play it and it looked interesting. Okay. This light shouldn't be on. I didn't turn this light on. So that's definitely high radiation. Where's the light switch in this room? Did they? That's that light. This room not have a light switch? Who puts the light switch? Who puts the light switch outside the bedroom? Yeah, why outside the room? That's not safe. Okay, we got flickering lights. Let's go downstairs. By the way, this is my run speed here. This is walk speed. Feels like I'm swimming through a pool of moipus syrup, eh? Alright. Back to my UFO things. So, we have high microwave radiation detected. We have... lights flickering in a specific area. Okay. Lights flickering in a specific area and turns on or off light. Huh? I don't know, buddy. Alright, so microwave radiation detected. I'm going to assume we had high. I'm going to assume because it went beep, beep, beep. Lights flicker in the area. We had lights flickering. We had lights turn on or off in a specific area. Which... none of these aliens, when I do this, match any of those. The only thing we got is like the xenomorphic trait. It will see you from very far away. It's aggressive, approaching from behind. It's an entity whose form seems to defy human logic. Its silhouette is difficult to perceive. It does seem to have a very high learning curve. It does. And I'm very confused by, like, if this is evidence entering, right? And I click on that. I get my xenomorphic, zeta, and zoomorphic. Okay. And I have lights flicker in a specific area. Suddenly, I have insectoid, reptilian, and zoomorphic. The only commonality between those ones is zoomorphic. Alright, fine. But now if I click on turns on lights, nothing in common with any of the other things. So I'm very confused. Like, are these evidence markers or what? Photo condition: flashlight on, animal bait, sound bait, place in zone before starting phase 4. It's just a tracker for evidence. Well, if it was a tracker for evidence, when I click on one of them and then click on another, it should eliminate options, not add more that weren't in the previous options. I have to look. Yeah, that might be the thing. It might be it. Like, all right. So we had flickering lights, sounds coming from the same area. I haven't heard any sounds yet. Elevated microwaves. We've had flickering lights in the elevated microwaves. Do we have radioactive dust? Hang on. What are my tools called? Tools. There's the bait. That's the camera. Microwave reader. Green light turns on. It confirms xenomorphic, zoomorphic, or zeta. Okay, so we did have a green light turn on. Let's take a step back. We did have the green light turn on, which means that we have a xenomorphic, zoomorphic, or zeta in the area. The Geiger counter, when you have it in your hand and any type of alien gets close to you, even if you can't see it, you'll see the radiation rise. But if the Geiger counter activates, emits a sound, and your vision blurs. Okay, so we did not get the sound and vision blurring, so we can ignore those. A tool that only works in the spawn zone unless you place it next to a microwave reader. In that case, it will work anywhere. It will alert you to movement even if... Okay, so let's put a motion detector in there next to our microwave reader. If EMF activates from 1 to 3, it means a gray alien, reptilian, or zeta are in the general area, and you're close to the spawn zone. If it reaches 4 or 5 at any point, means you're inside the spawn zone. Okay, so let's grab our EMF and our motion sensor. This is all step 2 stuff, I guess. Step 2, discard or add possible aliens to the list. Okay, if you have any doubts, check which events are triggered. So I go to my UFO thing. I think we have a Zeta because we've got the high microwave radiation. So call back. The 2-person co-op puzzle game that was recommended me was We Are Here. So there's no other title that I know of. Oh, okay. And flickering lights in an area is zoomorphic. Okay, then we go back to our tools. So zoomorphic or zeta. Tools there. Geiger. No. EMF. Okay, hang on. So microwave reader. Okay. Thermometer. We can check for a zeta with that temperature. Magnometer. Don't think we need to worry about that. Incoming Pokemon, everybody. Pulse meter. The pulse meter can operate in both the manifestation zone and throughout the area. Shuppet! We got a Shuppet. It's the puppet Pokemon. Phantom Ball or Feather Ball? The optimum ones? Good luck on your Shuppet, everybody. When it detects the green men cage or Zeta nearby, you'll hear heartbeats. And the pulse meter's screen will show very high readings. Okay. Are the only ones who make noise through that. Alright. So let's grab that and that. Pretty sure our room upstairs is upstairs. Whoa! Hi! How's it going, little alien dude? That was... Okay, that was a little. Congrats on the shove it, Joker. Getting some rads, but not. Ah! What the? No touchy! I think I just got violated. Stop playing with my lights. Okay. It's like he came up and just started smacking me around. Alright, Zeta or zoomorphic? Okay. We'll get that. Tools. Motion sensor and microphone. I'm gonna take that upstairs with me. And try to figure out what the next tool is. Okay, tools explanation. That's the bait, light tool camera, microwave reader, remote camera. We will see as alien appear. To view remote camera. Okay. Let's grab that. And that. I just got like violently grabbed by our little alien buddy up there. Does not like having open. E-gig! Hi! Let me stand up. Stand up. Pardon me, we're just gonna walk on out. And, yeah, how's it going, E-dig? Thanks for, you know, scaring me a little bit there. Aliens, eh? Tools, my video camera. There's some video distortion going on there. Okay. Motion sensors. We got volume coming out, so we can hear sounds. How come I can't hear it, though? I mean, that's a lot of noise in there. Don't know. Tools. Camera. Camera 2. Camera 1. Okay. Okay. Think we're figuring something out here. Alright. Information. So, Zeta. Sounds coming from the same area. Arrhythmic pulse from the heart rate monitor. EMF detection. We didn't have any EMF detection. Noise when you're far away. Temperature drop. I didn't see any of that. Xenomorphic. We're not looking at. Not zoomorphic. Elevated microwaves. Sounds coming from the same area. Whispers in ears. Flickering lights. Objects that move when no one else is nearby. Noise far away. Okay. So, we truck Princess for a little bit? Is this the right room? I mean, we did see the physical manifestation in the hallway. Let's grab that. And that's the thermometer. Okay. It keeps turning on that light. That's definitely whispering in my ears. Sav, how's it going? How's it going, Sav? Okay. So turn that light on. Let's wander around here. Toilet seat's open and close. The stream is going okay. I've already been startled once by Mr. Beep Boop over there. I got an alien in the house with me. Little bunny rabbit, bed, cozy little house. I'm confused by all the light of all the doors or the light switches. I mean, they're odd. I'm looking for weird artifacts right now. What's the other one? Like sunglasses. I just turned off my flashlight. Oh, you can look in the drawers too? Okay, it's kind of cool. For... What's that? Thank you, Sav. Thank you. Yeah. I'm super excited about that. I'm kind of getting freaked out by aliens right now. Keeps breaking my flashlight. Now it's growling at me. Being growled at. Okay. I don't want to be in. Don't want to be in here. Nope. Why is my flashlight not turning off? Don't want to be in here. Going back to my truck. Okay. Thank you, Sav, so buzzing to join you all. Alright, UFO info. I don't think you're a Zeta. I think you might be a zoomorphic. Got whispering in the ears, flickering lights. Got the weird sounds. Camera doesn't show anything being thrown, though. But the living room was all stacked up, or the dining room was all stacked up. That was weird. We've had no movement in that room, though. So, I gotta go back in. I'm gonna grab that and that. We have a red light. Is it in here? Those seriously are sending shivers up my spine. Like, okay. Where is it? Hey, Foamster, how's it going? This game is very confusing. Nothing there. Motion, sound, we're getting... Okay, tools explanation. Microwave reader. If even one light is on, a flashing red light will warn you of the device's malfunction. Oh. So it's better to move in darkness. If a green light turns on. Okay. We are playing UFOphilia. It's like a... I want to say it falls into the ghost hunting investigation genre, but instead of ghosts, we're investigating aliens and trying not to get upset. Hi, Elmo. How's it going? Venomoth, Netball, Cypherball, Poison Mothbite type. I actually really enjoyed the Venomoth when I was a kid. Okay. So, hang on, let's do something here, because this is going to get dark for you guys. Video. Limit frame rate, gamma. Is that actually going to do anything? Let's put that at 75. Okay. That's bright for my eyes, but that should brighten things up for you guys. Trying to keep your son distracted? I've been there. Alright. Let's grab our... that. Good! Hi! Okay. So lights can't be on when we're using this tool. Can my flashlight be on? There's a lot of unopened cabinets. This is House Battle from Demonologist. Yes, a lot of games do reuse. Like a lot of like indie developer games do tend to reuse maps because they are, you know, a bunch of them are cheap and available. Okay, common assets. All right, so we have green. We got a green beepy beepy in this room here. All right. So, we've got the green light. We've figured out how this thing works. Oh, truck there. Okay. But where's its room? Alright, so we know we got this. This is confirmed. Set that there. Okay, we've confirmed that is working, because we're getting the beep beep beep. I go to tools, and I go to tools explanation. Microwave here. Alright, microwave reader will only function properly if all lights in the mission are turned off. If even one light is on, a flashing red light indicates you to warn the device malfunction. Okay. So, if a green light turns on, it confirms that the xenomorphic, zoomorphic, or Zeta are in the area. Okay, so we have a xenomorphic, zoomorphic, or Zeta. Okay. To confirm those, let's look at zoomorphic. Presence of elevated might confirmed. Sounds coming from the same area. I don't know about that. Flickering, or whispers in the ear. We've had some whispering. Flickering lights? Yes. Objects that move when no one is nearby. We haven't seen anything like that yet. Noise when you're far away. I don't know if that works. Xenomorphic. Presence of elevated, yep. Shaking cabinet doors. Sound coming from the stairs. Distorted area. Radioactive dust. Movement in manifestation area. And the Zeta is sounds from the same area, whispers, distorted sound, noise when you're far away, and a temperature drop. Okay. So let's go in. We have that confirmed. Go upstairs and grab that camera. And place it there. Watch that room. We haven't seen anything moving in here. Let's grab that. And that. Alright, let's walk around and see if we can't find a cold spot. Okay, fine. I'll rely on my own eyesight, which is probably better than what you... I have no idea what this is. Is this like a hunt? An abduction? What was that? Maybe aliens throwing temper tantrums? I'm not quite sure. Okay, so we've got no temperature drops. All right. What the beep boop beep boop 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 boop. Okay, let's grab that. Let's grab this again. Yes, I know the lights are gonna be throwing me an error message. We're gonna place that there. I'm gonna grab this and put that there. Do that. All right. Now upstairs, we're going to go in the wrong room. Gonna go over here where we have our flickering lights. Opening closet doors, like... Okay, we got a 3. EMF 3. Alright. But how do I reproduce that? It's a djinn? Clearly a djinn. Okay. There's a 1. It's a sure, I am sure. Yeah. I'm really confused by this game. Like, the EMF has no indicator of power. Like, it's outside? Okay, hang on. Tools. Tools explanation. Remote camera does that, Geiger does that, motion does that. EMF. If an EMF activates from 1 to 3, it means that the gray alien, reptilian, or Zeta are in your general area and you're close to the spawn zone. However, it reaches 4 or 5. Okay, so by that logic, we would have a Zeta because we got that, right? Lights flickering as well. Okay, possibly a reptilian, but we have high microwaves, so not a reptilian. Okay. Door cabinets move uncontrollably? No. Doors close on their own? Not that I've seen. I mean, cabinets have been opening up, but that would put those guys there. I don't think that's uncontrollable cabinet thing. Whispers in your ear? Okay, that's a Zeta. Or a zoomorphic. Lights turn on and off in a specific area. Synthetic Morse type signal coming from signal area. Zeta. Okay, so we got a Zeta. All right, we have ads coming up, everybody. I'm very confused by this game, but I think I figured out how to select what type of alien we have by this point. They thought they had aliens, but it turns out to be ghosts. Yeah, ghosts are easier to deal with. Aliens, what are you gonna do? Tell them to get out of your house? Alright, whispers in the ear, a rhythmic pulse on the heart rate, distorted sounds, EMF activation, noise when you're far away. Okay. This is still my very first hunt, Crusader. This is my first, non-tutorial hunt. I'm still on trying to figure out where the ghost, where the alien's room is. I have now figured out that I believe we have a Zeta, because we've got elevated microwaves. Figured out how that works. We have whispers in my ears. We had whispers. You're using alien equipment to find ghosts and so yeah, I 100% agree. We seem to have sounds coming from the same area. I'm just not sure where that area is. But we had the EMF activated. All of the events that we've had seem to indicate that we have a Zeta. So we had an EMF activation, which is gray, reptilian, and Zeta. So reptilian, gray. We have had noises in an area where we had that, so that eliminates the gray and the reptilian. Regular heartbeats we haven't had yet. Magnetic waves didn't have any of them. High microwave we have a Zeta. Haven't seen any dust particles on the camera. Communicates through spirit box. Cabinets are not moving uncontrollably, but doors aren't closing on their own. We've had lights flickering in a specific area, but we've had whispers. So again, Zeta. Objects aren't jumping or moving nearby us. Turning on and off lights in one specific area. Sound distortion. Kind of had some weird garbly sounds. Synthetic Morse type. Again, Zeta. So everything seems to be pointing towards a Zeta at this point. But we're going to run ads. 3 minutes of ads every hour, everybody. Stand up, stretch, grab a drink. Top up your drinks, grab a snack, hug a refrigerator, but not too much. We've had complaints. I'll see everybody in 3 minutes. We'll do Boom Bears. It'll be exclamation join when the bears get their battles going. And yeah. Before we go, Magic Carp. Netball is your most efficient one. I'll see everyone in 3 minutes. Enjoy the music. Exclamation join. Get your bears in the battle, everybody. Yeah, $2. You won the last round. Oh, there's 2 of you now. That's interesting. Okay, so if you do bits or follow, well, you followed before, so if you cheer bits, it changes your status with. No, you can have 2. Ah, yeah, the bits badge. Yes, it changes your Twitch profile. So if you win, then you change your bits profile by either subscribing or changing your bits badge. You can create a duplicate copy of yourself. Lishcat, Crusader, congratulations on your new Magic Cart. Yeah, Crusader. We found that out with Artemis. She won, wasn't subbed, then she subbed, and was able to join with 2 of her. And now it looks like with 2Fox, because they did a 100 bits, which get them the first badge, which will change their Twitch name as far as Boombears is concerned. And now there was 2 of them. Congratulations on 2Fox for beating 2Fox. Let's do another battle. Well, you must test several things. Oh no. Exclamation join, get your bears in the battle. I put 2 in for 2Fox. If you change just the badge, Crusader, it doesn't do it. You have to actually change your status within the channel, which means changing subscription levels, bits badge. I think those are the only 2 that would change the status within the, or number gifted, yeah. So your gifted sub status, bit status, and subscription status. It went from hypertrain conductor to chatter. But according to Boom Bears, you've always had the hypertrain conductor. Welcome back, everybody. So that doesn't change your status. I want to say it's almost like a hash code, or like a hash code that you'd have. So I'm not quite sure how they're identifying users. Kim Amber, congratulations on the win with the savage blow of a Grubbin Boy. Jeez, that was vicious. My assumption of how it works. So yeah, see, I gotta get a camera that properly tracks my head. That's what I'm saving up for. So my assumption of how it works here is Boom Bears is tracking your user ID, and if you do something that changes that user ID code or the prefixes or postfix of values of it, like going from non-sub to sub, changed something. Getting the first level of the bit badge changed something. But taking off your conductor badge and going to the chatter badge didn't register a change in the system. And you also have to win. So you have to have already won. So it's like it grabs a copy of you, right? And then if something changes there and A does not match B, then it lets you put B in there and you end up with A and B as Boom Bears. So part of that is you have to actually have won the battle and then change something there. So we could try testing it out. Color was your last test. Yeah, you have to be the winner, right? So I mean, if you guys are really interested to see if it works, I can put Boom Bears over here. We could do a controlled test where, it's Crusader and Hey Mom, right? Let them battle it out, and then Hey Mom if Hey Mom wins, she changes the color of her name or changes the badge that she's got there, or Crusader does the same thing. If you guys are interested, we can try that. If you're actually interested, I don't mind doing that. All in the name of science. Like, I love testing this stuff out. I like trying to figure out how to break software and things. One of the things I'm interested in is why the Twitch app doesn't accept that all the Twitch chatter colors. I don't know, but I feel the Twitch mobile app has been neglected. Breaking software is part of your job. At 2Fox, I used to be a software developer. I used to write software, for uh, multimedia corporations. I've done educational software, and I've done software that manages payroll systems for bus lines and multi-billion-dollar mortgage setups for industrial and commercial construction. Um, so one of the things I learned was how to break my own systems and break other people's systems, because we never tested our own work. We tested each other's work, and we tried to break each other's systems and stuff that was in there. Mom is gray. Gray, you're also great. Really? So it's not accepting the custom colors. Because my custom color is this. That's the color for my name. Or it should be. I will move to remember that yeah, it's showing up as orange. That should be a darker red, like a dark red, but I don't know. Twitch is having issues. You see colors in your own mobile? I also showed as blue on here and bears. Yeah, that's weird. Alright. If you guys want to test out Boom Bears and trying to break Boom Bears and get multiple copies of yourselves in there, let me know. Yeah, so Two Foxes orange. Mine's coming up as a darker orange, looks like. Hey Mom is coming up as a... I want to say purple? It's like a bluey red, so purple? I have problems seeing the orange color. Sapphire blue? Maybe it's I have trouble seeing blue. Interesting. No Pants is purple. Pickles is green. Yeah. All right, so we have a Zeta, I think. Tools. Motion sensor. No movement. No microphone volume. Microphone volumette. Camera. Nothing there. I think that's its room. Alright, I'm going to grab my EMF. And I'm going to go upstairs. 3. Nope. Next bear since you just won? Okay. Alright. We need a 5. Oh, hey. Found a UFO object. Can I pick that up? There we go. That's parts per ppm. I'm not sure what that is. You got a 1. Yeah, parts per million for what though? Is this the room? Dust in the air? I don't know. So we are getting sound that in this room that we can't hear. Because I moved the sound sensor downstairs and it's not picking anything up. second bear because your color should be coded to your chatter ID, therefore change. We'll find out. We'll see. Okay. No idea what this is doing. Let's go figure out what this thing does. Tools. Tools explanation. Remote camera, Geiger counter, motion detector, EMF, thermometer, magnetometer, pulse meter. The pulse meter can operate both in the manifestation zone and throughout the area. When it detects Greenman, Cajun, Insectoid, or Zeta nearby, you'll hear heartbeats and the pulse meter screen will show very high readings. Okay. So, if we have a Zeta, this should give us a 5 if we get into the room. This should give us something. Apparently this is an abduction. Nope, nope, nope! Confusing. Told you was gonna get abduction. Yeah. So, forum conspiracy theorists. Mission failed. Alright. Thanks. How do we get out of this? Oh, exit mission. You know what they do in abductions? A friend told... Oh, yeah. I've heard what they do in abductions. Nothing good. Nothing good. Alright. Missions. Medium house, apartment. Alright, let's try one more. Thanks, Jinx. The game's interesting. It needs a lot more polish. It does need a lot more polish. Wild Sunflora. It's a sun Pokemon. I love this one. It's a beautiful Pokemon. Sunball is your favorite ball for this. If you've got one. Alright. So, first things first. How about this? Let's go in with an EMF. And... let's start off with the EMF. Alright. Oh, Gruffin Boy, there are. There's more than one. There's more than one. For example, volumette. Microphone volumette. No movement. It says not missions. Oh, hang on, buddy. Hang on. Steep 1. Use basic skills first. Explore the area and note down strange events. Try to find 4 lost UFO items. Steep 2. Discard or add possible aliens in the UFO. Steep 2. Steep 4. And then steep 3. Steep is a word there in Canadian today? Nah, man. Don't be a hoser. Steep ain't a word up here. I don't know what you're going on about. Alright, Let's go on into the house and see what we got going on here. Howdy there, alien folk. We're just kind of cruising around your house here and look to find where you're at. Got a little bit of warbling going on, and yep, we definitely got some warbling, eh? Are you Canadian or Scot? I'm Canadian, eh? Alright, the chairs are all still stacked up. I want that back. Okay. I want that back too. Just put that down there for now. Sunglasses, eh? Weird, creepy sound. You know, if my wife were to come into this house, the very first thing she would do would be, well, ignore the fact that there might be an alien running around, but she'd pull her beeswax out and she would fix the squeak on those cupboards. I can assure you, in my house, not a single door or cabinet creaks. There we go. And I love that about her. Absolutely amazing. Hey Corey, how you going? How you doing? Will you stop breaking my stuff? Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. I wonder something. Oh, hey, look. Okay. The tinfoil hat. Where did we find that? Okay, so they are different locations. Because we found the tinfoil hat somewhere else. Okay, EMF 2. Got that weird warbling sound. How you doing, Corey? You feeling any better? Alright, we have EMF 3. Okay, microwave and EMF 3. Okay, we found all 4 objects. Well, weird creaky creak to you too there, alien boy. Now, there goes my flashlight again. I just love the clips in interviews where someone is speaking to them and they're like, "You aren't Canadian." I'm like, "Yes, I am." "You don't have a Canadian accent." "Yes, I do. What are you going on about?" There, right there. Everyone knows says Canadians say about. We say about, not a boot. It's about. Not a boot. And not a boat. Alright. UFO info. EMF activation. We had EMF 3, so let's go with Zeta, Gray Alien, and Reptilian. And then we had high microwave radiation detected, which is not that, not that. So it's a Zeta again. Alright. So we've got our Zeta. Actually, let's look at the Zeta. Apparently we have a Zeta. Witness an alien shadow. Take 4 photos. Okay. Zeta, you sound like me playing Abnormality. how are you enjoying that, Crusader? How are you enjoying the Abnormality? Distorted sounds, EMS activation, noise when you're far away, temperature drop. Okay. So tools. Tool explanation. Green light turns on, xenomorphic. Yeah, Zeta. Okay. Tools. However, it reaches 4 to 5 at any point means you're inside the spawn zone. Okay. You haven't got a single ghost, but you're learning. It does take a bit to get used to. It does. Alright, so the first use is detecting temperature drops in the manifestation zone. Is detecting the manifestation zone. As it passes, the manifestation zone heats up due to alien activity. After a few minutes, the surrounding area may reach temperatures of up to 24 degrees. Okay, so to find the initial one, we're looking from 0 to 4, and then we're looking for 24 plus. Don't you step 3 me. It's turning on that light upstairs again. Is it the same mission that I did previously? What was that? Like a big boom. I got 1 ghost twice. Jinx let me know. Gives all places for evidence. I got 3. Picked my ghost and left. But it is an interesting game. I like it. Okay, so is this your room? Like, no. It can't be your room. I like it. I don't like at a higher difficulties where I can't track the ghost when it's moving. You have no places to hide, and you have to rely on like exploits to survive. I think the higher difficulties need a lot of fine tuning, but like I think it's average difficulty seems to be fine. Yeah, there's hiding places, Crusader. There are hiding places. The problem is if you're the ghosts can move so fast and are so hard to see that when it does start hunting and you're out in the open and you don't know where your hides are, then it's going to get you every time. Especially if it's a demon. Yeah. I'm with you there. I don't play it as much as I should. I mean, it's a fun game. I love playing it with Jinx. but I have problems with the hunts. Okay, so door. Door! Is this... So confused. Creepy whispering, okay. Like... If I'm supposed to take pictures of this thing, and it's in this tiny room, I'm supposed to get behind it, it's got to be like looking this way for me to take a picture of it. I'm not even sure this is the right room. I can go there. Fortunately, since I have left 3 times and I've gotten it wrong 3 times, I'm not sure if my evidence is sound or not, because 2 mimics and 1 ghost had a piece of evidence. I wasn't sure. The game does take some practice and figuring out. What was that? I just saw a little guy come running at me and smack me in the knees. Okay. There's a little green man. Not as Zeta's tall. Well, that's the thing. I'm not. I'm not sure. Like, I'm getting all kinds of sounds and... Like, there's that sound there. I'm very confused. Use the erase gun only after you've taken photos and collected... The erase gun? What? When an abduction starts, run, don't hide. Where am I supposed to run in that house? Okay. We have EMF activation, which gives us gray, reptilian, and zeta. Gray, reptilian, and zeta. It gives us xenomorphic, zeta, and that. So that eliminates that. I thought the raccoon was ours, greatly disappointed. It was wild and not a pet. Yeah! Run. I guess we run out to the trailer. We had high microwave there. Okay. Doors close on their own. I haven't had a single door closing. I have lights flickering in a specific area, which is insectoid, reptilian, zoomorphic. Lights turn off or on in a specific area. Agent, gray alien, green men. But... Okay, what defines high... If the green light turns on, it confirms a xenomorphic, zoomorphic, or zeta area in the area. I missed the sunfisk. It did close the front door. It did. Okay, but... Objective. Locate the appearance zone. Don't overuse my tools. Yeah, okay, I get that. The more I use my tools, the more I upset it. So, presence of microwave detector. Alright, sounds come from the same area. Whispers in the ear. Arrhythmic pulses. Heart rate monitor. EMF activation. Noise when you're far away and a temperature drop. Okay, so you are the pulse thingy. And you're the sound thingy. You're turned on the light up there again. Alright. Strange whispers. Okay. Put that down. I haven't seen a temperature drop yet, though. There's a shadow. "25 degrees in this room at times." So is it in this room? Turn on my flashlight. Okay. Flashlight off. Okay, so tools. We're getting volume in that room. Can't hear it, but we're getting volume there. Alright. I want that. And that. Problem is it keeps turning on a light. Which means that this little thing I'm trying to try doing is not going to work. Alright, let's put that down there. Go here. And do that. Place that next to that. Maybe that'll work. Okay. Tools. Motion sensors. Alright. So we're getting sound. Leads me to believe that it's in that bedroom? Pretty sure we have a Zeta. But at those high enough levels, like, is it... If I pick those up and I put... Why does my flashlight keep turning on? If I take this upstairs... I pick that up and I put it in here... And then I'm gonna go downstairs. get an EMF 1 out here on the front porch. Can I run back this way? No. Okay. Put that there, turn that on. Tools. So I'm still getting sound in that room. Is that all one room? Is that high enough level? Tools explanation. But that's what we're gonna find out. Remote microphone works simply similar to the motion detector, instead of that they're captured ambient sound. Some aliens don't make noise when someone is nearby. So if you place the remote microphone in a manifestation zone, it will check from the laptop whether there's sound activity in the area. Insectoids, Zeta, and zoomorphic are the only ones that make noise through the remote microphone. Okay. So we are getting like high temperatures in that room. Additionally, you can check remotely without needing to be in the mission area. Okay, but I'm not getting any movement there. Appreciate the work, Pickles. Step 3. Use area tools to identify spawn zone. Okay. EMF or spirit box are tools that only work in the spawn zone. The alien may turn lights on or off, make them flicker, distort sound, etc. Step 4. When you are sure which alien is and where it will appear, look in the UFO. Each alien's description you'll find there. You can now activate phase 4 and use the camera. So I need this. And I'm going to take one of those in. Turn on the light up there again. EMF 1. Am I like even remotely close in the same ballpark? Aliens done some furniture stacking, it looks like. One. Very, very confused. You guys as confused as I am right now? Like, I'm supposed to find the room and get a 5. Yeah. Oh, no, I agree with you. The tools don't make sense. Like, Like, I'm pretty sure I've identified what it is, but now I've got to find the area that it's in, and I can't do that because I'm not getting... Like, this one here, I'm getting sound from here, I'm getting sound in here. What happens if I take it and put it in the hallway? Like, do I only get sound in... Only get sound in the room? Alright. I can see the game's potential. It does need a lot of refining, though. Okay. So, that entire back room there is all one room. I put that in the hallway, I'm not getting any sound. I put it in the closet, or in the bedroom, I get sound. Alright. So this is the room. All of this is the room. Grab that. And that. And it just likes playing without light switch. So, not a mare. Okay. Also, that's awkward. Like, let me rotate it myself. Please. Don't force your rotation on me. Let me rotate it myself. That's a 3. What's going on? I have no idea. Needs tiered tool learning. I need to add 3 more tools. Yeah. They need to... Okay, so that works like that. If I put that there, I grab that, put that there, turn off the lights, put that there like that. Now if I grab this, is this going to do what I want it to do? Let's grab that. Put it like that. Like that. I'm very confused with this game. There's the whispering. I'm pretty confident we have a Zeta. I just don't know if that's its room or not. And that's bothering me. Like, finding the manifestation zone should be straightforward. Okay, it's only going to give me... No. I don't have... Okay. Less difficult to think for people who played Phasma 2. Yeah, so if you're a brand new player coming into this game, going, hey, I like aliens, I like investigation games. I've never played an investigation game before, right? How do I play this? Well, let me tell you, they're going to do exactly... Like, if I had paid for this game, right, I would have... And, I wasn't streaming it, to share with everybody and so we could figure it out together. I would have played this game and been like, what's going... You know what? Never mind. I don't know what's going on. This game is very confusing. It doesn't make sense. I would have refunded it. I would flat out have refunded the game. You're not going to get people playing your game if, you know, it's in a state like this. I have no way of identifying the area of this alien because I can't get the evidence that tells me this is the room that it's in. Yeah, you would have refunded 2 hours ago. Yeah, totally. I mean, I've been playing for 2 hours and 51 minutes, right? I would have totally refunded this game by now if I paid for it. Like, no. And a lot of people will do that. A lot of people will pick this up, go, oh, this looks interesting, and then they'd play it and be like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? Oh, hey, look, there's the tutorial. The tutorial tells you to walk up and take pictures of a cardboard cutout. What is that? What is that? That is not a tutorial. That is not a tutorial. If I want to know what the tools do, I gotta come in here, read through walls of text to try to figure out how these things work. As far as I understand, I'm supposed to find it. Like, hang on. Objectives. Right? Step 2, don't overuse my tools. Well, what do you mean by overuse it? Right? Follow the clues. Okay. You'll find a list of phenomena, and clicking on them, the system will indicate what types of aliens might be present. Great. Awesome. But also let you know, your average player is going to come into this, and they're going to go UFO information. And they're going, okay, I have EMF activation. Great. I have a gray, a reptilian, or a zeta. Awesome. You know what? Makes noise in an area when you're not near. Use a remote microphone. I've been doing that. Oh, wait. So I could have a insectoid, zeta, or zoomorphic? Because these are evidence, right? These here count as evidence, right? That I could get. Okay. I got high microwave radiation. Wait, so now it could be a xenomorphic zeta or zoomorphic? Okay, that's weird. Oh, well, we just saw on camera. The lights were flickering in an area. Okay, so insectoid, reptilian, zoomorphic? I'm hearing whispers. Wait, what are you? Are you a zeta? Are you a zoomorphic? Like, okay, fine. Synthetic Morse type signaling coming from a single area. Well, we're getting that. Okay. I mean, it could actually be a zoomorphic or a zeta here at this point. Okay. Interesting. All right. So, but we had EMF activation, which eliminates the zoomorphic. It doesn't compile information, only accepts the last. Yeah, exactly. But it leaves them checked off, Crusader. And the fact that it leaves them checked off, it, like, right? It's like it checks them off and it goes, yep, you've checked these off here, but it only gives you the last type of alien, like the last one you check off as the type of possible aliens. So these check boxes here don't mean anything. They just add confusion. And, hey, Mom, I agree. But it doesn't clearly state that. Anybody coming into an investigation-style game, whether it is a ghost hunting investigation, it is a cryptic investigation, a game like Demonologist, Phasmophobia, The Other Side, Death Watchers, Ghost Watchers, Ghost Exiles, Abnormality, any of those types of games, which is where this game falls into the genre of paranormal investigation. Anybody coming into those games would look at these and expect that when they check it off and it stays highlighted, that it would narrow down the type of aliens you've got. Not have to click back and forth through all of these things. So if I want to double check the zoomorphic, right? I have to scan through all of these things, go, okay, it does all this here, great, right? I have to skip through it, especially with one piece canceling the alien and then another bringing it in and back. Yeah, Crusader, it's very confusing. Like that entire screen is confusing. So like this one here, all right. So this is where I'm struggling because in order to get the photo, I need electronic sound bait. I need to place it in the zone before starting phase 4. I need to be standing, having the flashlight off. The Zeta is invisible, but the flash from your camera makes it visible. Sometimes breath gives you clues of where it is. Right? It's one of the fastest. It comes after you. Escaping will be hardest. Okay. So let's assume I have a Zeta here. Let's make the assumption that I have the right room. Let's grab our electronic bait. Grab our camera. Turn our flashlight off. Let's go into the house and place this bait in the room that we think is the Zeta's room. We're going to put it there. Okay. You do not have a Zeta, though. I think it's the one that starts with a G. A gray? Let me out, let me out, let me out. It's annoying. I'm trying to open doors and the camera is zooming in and out instead of opening the door. Okay. So you think we have a gray? Alright, so go UFO info here. Alright, so we had an EMF activation. So we have a gray, alien, reptilian, and Zeta there. Makes noise when we're not near. Right? So we get the noise. So we have an insectoid. Is that there? So that eliminates the gray and the reptilian. But assuming we don't have that, we have the high microwave radiation, which we added, which is xenomorphic, Zeta, and zoomorphic. So these three down here. But having the EMF activation, you removed it from the list rather than check it. What do you mean? Like, check the gray? Green man, gray alien. Presence of residual radiation. Geiger counter. Shaking cabinets and doors. Click, make noise. Okay. Makes noise. I click that. Insectoid. Let's click all these off. It was already highlighted when you clicked it. The highlighting doesn't seem to matter. Hello, Needy, how you doing? And this is part of the problem I've got, is the highlighting doesn't seem to matter. Right? So we have an insectoid, a Zeta, and a zoomorphic here. Insectoid, zoo, and Zeta. Alright. We had EMF activation. How you doing? So we had EMF activation. We had EMF 3, which is now gray alien, reptilian, and Zeta. Well, okay, so if we have EMF 3, right, it doesn't matter if it's selected or not. It's just the last selected event. Which, this is confusing. Very confusing. We have had EMF 3 come across the thing, which gives us the gray, reptilian, and Zeta. So it can't be those ones. Alright, we got gray, insectoid. And then let's just re-highlight that. So we have insectoid, Zeta, and zoomorphic. Well, then it can't be the gray, because we have insectoid and Zeta. Right? But then we come down here to the high microwave radiation that we got. We select that. Xenomorphic, Zeta, and zoomorphic. Well, it can't be insectoid at that point. Which leaves us with Zeta as having those ones in common. Problem is, it's been flickering lights in a specific area, but it can't be those because those don't do that, don't do that, and don't do that. So we ignore that, but it does turn lights on or off in a specific area. It likes turning on that light. So now you end up with a gray, a green man, and a Cajun. No. EMF activation does that. All right, let's unselect everything. All right, so nothing is selected. All right, everything is unselected. All right, we had EMF. Gray, reptilian, zeta. I do have ads coming up. So let's fire those off and then we'll continue this conversation, okay? So every hour, I do run 3 minutes of ads. At this point, you guys have all heard the speech. We're going to do boom bears. I'm going to sit down because my the tendons in my legs are starting to get sore from standing. I've been standing for 2 hours, which is really good for my health. I really recommend everybody to stand up more often. Wizard, hello! And I'm going to fire off the ads. Can we get a shout out for Wizard of Odd, please? Wizard's going to be live tonight as well, and his birthday's on the 20th. So everybody, when he goes live for his birthday, jump in there, wish him his birthday. This is my shower, this is my safe space, this is my shower, this is my space. Why are there 3 knobs in here? You're potentially not live tonight? Okay. Alright, anyways, I'll fire off the ads. We're going to do boom bears. I'm going to put my desk in a sit mode, and I'll see everybody in 3 minutes. Be right back, everyone. Exclamation join! Get your bears to the battle! Hey Mom, this is your chance to see if your color changes your bear. She might have stepped AFK.
I see the past in every door, faces frozen forevermore. I'll step through, I'll take the ride, I'll meet the shadows on the other side. Take me to the other side, where the lost souls roam and hide. I'm chasing echoes I can't deny. I'll face the fear I won't hide.
Not Wild Ninetales, everybody. What do we got here? Sunball, Fastball, Fox Pokemon. Get your Ninetales.
Take me to the other
Oh, Malishka, thank you for the Poke gift. Hey, look, I got one. That's awesome. Pickles got a gift as well. Thank you very much. I think I should have some of those stuff. I have 2 in my own chat now. If I could spell it right. Okay. At least 5 players are needed who have not received a gift in the last 20 minutes. Wizard, congratulations on the win! Now, Wizard, here's the question. Can you keep the crown? Wait, you're already in there. You don't need to join. If you've got the crown, you're already entered. Congratulations, Malishka and Crusader, on your Ninetales. Hopefully one of you guys got an excellent quality one. Welcome back, everyone. And yeah, Wizard, I did share that on my feed. That was a great, a great clip. That was a lot of fun last night. After playing with you and Tony, I went over and hung out with Lyle for a little bit. And I was still unleashed at the time. Like, you know, I was let off the leash there. And poor Vile. Poor Vile. I only managed to get one game in with her because my daughter came downstairs and she was having trouble sleeping. But it was still a lot of fun. It is so rare to see Vile laugh to a point where she actually, like, you know, has like little tears forming in her eyes from laughter. It was great. Pants, congratulations on the win! And yeah, I think, Wizard, next time we play together, I'm just going to do a Grub and Dad After Dark. So, one of the reasons why I didn't do the After Dark last night, when I didn't go live, was I wanted, out of respect for my mods, to know in advance that I was going to go live. Right? So they're just suddenly like, oh, he's going live completely unplanned. I want to, you know, let them know that, you know, in advance, just so they don't get surprised by it. But I think next Tuesday, if you guys are playing the other side, I might go live and join you guys, and we'll get a 3-person co-stream going on there. We can have some fun. All right, so Crusader. I'm going to uncheck. We have EMF activation, right? We did get our EMF 3, right? We saw that several times, which is going to give us the gray, the reptilian, and the zeta. I'm going to assume tonight is game night with C&D. Yeah, I heard, I saw that there. You guys have fun with that. If you guys are live, I'll pop over. If not, then I'll catch you next time you're live. You know I'll hop in there. So I'm going to assume that if we go to tools, this here, now it's not making any noise. Why is it not making noise? Got the light turned on. Did I leave it in the hall? Okay, it's in the hall. Yeah, I moved it out to the hallway to test if it was getting sound. Nope, 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 nope. Let me out, let me out. Stop trying to abduct my booty. Yeah, I'll warble you later. Alright, so if I go to tools and that there, I'm going to assume that makes sound when I'm not in the room. Because I'm getting sound. So if I go to UFO information here, so we have our EMF activation. Right? We got that. Now it makes sound when you're not in the room. Insectoid, zeta, and zoomorphic. So that says it can't be a gray and it can't be a reptilian, right? All right. We've had the microwave radiation thing go off. We had the green light go ding. Fries are done, which gives us xenomorphic, zeta, and zoomorphic. But the zoomorphic doesn't leave EMF. It makes noise. It does that. But it doesn't make the EMF. Hello, Vile! We're getting whispers, which is zeta. It can't be that because of the EMF. The EMF eliminates that right there. If we check on EMF activation, it eliminates that. Makes area in the no area, eliminates the gray. Like, it has to be a Zeta at this point. Yeah, Zoom is off. The Zoom is off the list as well, right? We're getting that synthetic Morse type signal coming from the room up there, right? Well, it can't be a mantis. We haven't seen mantis on anything else. We eliminate the xenomorphic with the xeno with whispers, right? We eliminate the zoo with the EMF. Zeta's the
Hello
only
there.
common thread we got. Appreciate the check-in. Right, like Zeta is the only commonality we've got. So if we look at the Zeta, sounds from the same area, whispers in the ear, arrhythmic pulses. I can't get that thing to work. Distorted sounds, I guess. Temperature drop. I haven't seen a single temperature drop, but sure. All right. So with that said, then if I go to tools and I activate phase 4, warning, there is no bait in the spawn area. So that's not its room. I'm saying there's no bait in its room, so that's not its room. But and this is where, well, what about the cabinets? This is the problem I'm having is I'm not getting sound out here. Yeah, go away, ghosty boy. Like, if I put that there, is that gonna work? Okay, so if I go to, is it tools? After that, there is no bait in the spawn area. Okay, well, where is its spawn area? Like, how narrow of a space is the spawn area? Is it this room? Does that count as its spawn area? I'm not even sure what that hum sound is. Tools? Okay, so that closet's a spawn area. Vile shark, doom, doom, da doom, da doom, doom, vile shark. Yeah. Okay, so now my flashlight gets turned off. And I need to go in and take pictures of an alien. Jeez! One hour for 60 XP. Hey, my rank went up to Light Hunter. Yeah. At this point, would I recommend this game? No. No, I wouldn't. Would I keep an eye on the game? Sure. But it needs a lot of polish. It needs a lot of cleanup. It needs a lot of work still. And, alright, so let's take a look here. Let's look at the Steam page for this real quick. Euphilia. Let's go to the store page. Alright, Euphilia is a first-person psychological horror game where you explore areas marked by alien phenomena. You specialize in equipment that detects, identify, and photographs aliens, but do so at your own risk. They're watching you too. All right. It's mostly positive reviews, but do they list themselves as being in early access? No. So this isn't even beta. Its full release date was January 29th. This isn't beta. I 100% agree with you there. So yeah, no, I wouldn't bother with this. Like, this is not early access. This is not beta. Yeah, my key came in as, saying it was beta, but this is a release game, full release game. Tons of typos, tons of spelling mistakes. I wouldn't recommend this to anybody at this point. I mean, I'll keep an eye on it to see if they have any updates, but at this point, no. I wouldn't play this game. Not unless I was streaming it like I am now. All right, I have an hour left. I'm not going to subject everybody to this again. Let's do this. You know what? Let's play some of the other side for our last little bit. All right, stream. Let's close that to the other side. Okay. Saved our coffee. Ow. Let's hunt some real ghosts. In the other side. All right, done. Let's update that. There we go. Love the music. Hey, come in, Pokemon, everybody. Is your quick balls ready? What do we got? Pansear, high temp Pokemon. Effective ball is the Sun Ball. Just gonna throw my Great Ball at it. I think I might actually upgrade the Great Balls to the Ultra Balls, given how many I've got. You shall be completed. You shall be. Yeah, to Ultra Balls. Ultra Balls, yeah. Alright. Multiplayer. Create. I'm just gonna make a private lobby right now. If anybody wants to hop in, you are more than welcome to do so. Let's grab that. There's the code. Let's pin it. There we are. Pinned. You are welcome to join me if you guys want to. I'm going to be going and, yeah. That is weird. Maybe the chat can't handle that color? Don't apologize. You're 100% correct. Oh, like that's hard to do. Disrupt me in the middle of a thought. For those who may have forgotten, I have Militia Cat in my ear the entire time. Let's close that. There we go. All right. 18 Spirits of Victoria. Let's knock that off a bit more. Get the basic equipment loadout in here. Going for that. all of that. Get across. We need the motion sensors. Candles. Lighters, flex pods. Why not? That'll work. It's really confusing to come out of the cupboard there and to back into third person, like getting sucked back into your body. I always think there's somebody else in the lobby with me. Oh yeah, by the way, everybody, Orphanage coming soon. Orphanage looks good, by the way. Difficulty. Let's do expert so you guys can pick my fate when Victoria does grab me and go smoochies. Rascal! Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Dang it! Alright, as I always do when I'm doing solo investigations, looking for zero evidence, I'm going to turn on that light and this light as my two controls. They also help me. I like to trigger the hunch from like here or loop upstairs. So we're going to wander around, we're going to try to find our coldest room and maybe get some clues as to what Victoria is. We're looking for what? The Wee Wee Gum Bell, the Banshee, and the Tauntless? Those are the three ghosts we need to finish up with Victoria? Alright, basement's down here. Let's open this up. By the way, you guys aren't the only ones that get caught on this carpet. I get caught on it all the time. That's a shadow. Okay. That's promising. I mean, that's a radio on. Upstairs, right? Yeah. The thermometer is really nice in this game. I absolutely love what they did with it. You don't need to actually be in the room to get the temperature of the room. You can literally open the door, point your laser into the room, and that's the temperature you're going to get for that room. Which is really helpful. You're not in the room. You're not in the basement. You are also not a Tauntless. What are our objectives? Standard. Okay. Also, you turned on the radio, which means you're not a phantom or an echo. Phantoms and echoes don't turn on radios. The echoes don't do anything with them. Hi, beautiful. Love that smile. Yeah, you're not down here. We had a physical manifestation, which is going to eliminate the Teriasuk, the Strigoi, in addition. We're getting tinkles somewhere. Not in here. Not in here. Oh, are you an addict, Victoria? Yep. Oh, look at that. And she turns on lights. Okay. Also, she turns off lights. So, you're not a wisp. You turn that off now. We don't need that on anymore. We are going to put our candle there. And we're going to go grab another candle from the bathroom. We have the worst hide. Not the bathroom, her bedroom. We have the worst hide in the game. Sorry. And it is one of the worst hides. In order to get into it, you have to, like, crawl and hit the right angle just to get through that opening. Like, crouch and then shimmy and then that. Yeah. It is, and that now I'm stuck on something. Yeah. Put that down. So get our lighter. She likes playing with the radios. Alright, what are we left with here? All the fun ones, okay. Let's grab an FLX. Let's grab our lighter. The reason I go in with 2 spray bottles is I can do a spray test and use one for spraying and like okay. Are you a demon? There we go. Normal spray. No shape shift. Normal spray, no shape shift. So that eliminates a whole bunch of ghosts. Still hunting. Okay, start our timer. Oh, normal spray is going to eliminate a demon wisp Wee Gumbo, so there goes the demon. We're also going to eliminate the Shura. And pretty sure she had legs. Alright. No, I'm not listening. You can go knock all you want. Actually, this might not be the worst spot in the game right now. It's actually, like, ideally located for listening. With the power turned off, I can't use the cameras outside. but I can listen. Let's see if she extinguishes or lights a candle. I'm thinking exactly. Okay. So that's a 90-second hunt. If I get another one of those there, then we're dealing with a Skia or a Bahoot. Congratulations on the pants here, Mother Cat. Just stomping around looking for me. Alright, start another hunt. Or timer. Hi. I'm not looking because you'd be in the wall and there's no point. Yeah, she's not shy. No. I'm thinking she might be a Skia. No, you're not an Iblis. Yeesh, how you doing? It could be another Forgotten. How's Valorant treating you, Quiche? I have a confession to make. I seem to have missed one of your streams somewhere and lost my epic streak. I don't know when, because I'm pretty sure I caught all of your streams, but I lost that epic long streak. So I'm building a new one. But I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Loving Valorant, something new. Yeah, it looks like you're having fun with it, and that's the important part. It's important that you're having fun. Yeah, you gotta be a Skia. Alright, Neater and everybody. Boys and Pin Pokemon. Your Cypher Ball and Nest Balls. Letter and mail at that, yeah. Get away, hello! You can hunt me anytime now, Victoria. Manifest. Show strength. Wibbly wobbly 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 Tommy stuff. You still up there? Yep. Okay, so that was a 3-minute start. You're not turning off that FX though. But you also haven't played with a candle. Congratulations on the knitter and mail, Milliscat. How you doing, Tuna Wing? You're forgotten. You're just really lazy, Forgotten. Okay. I have got my... Start that. I've got... Let's a couple... There we go. Tasks. All done. We've got another Forgotten. She's been playing around with the FLX pod, hasn't turned it off. She also hasn't touched a candle, and Skia can light candles. Yeah, Wizard, we got a Foggy. We got a Foggy. Like, this is what, Foggy number 6? Oh, you were a Skia. You're just lazy. Well. You just didn't want to play with those candles, huh? Alright. Let's add the Skia to the list. I still struggle, by the way, with identifying Skias by their cries. Let's grab one more of those. Everything else in there is fine. You know what? Just in case I do get a Banshee. Just in the rare case I do get that Banshee, I want to be able to record that scream. I want the Banshee scream. I've only heard it once. I've had 6 Banshees the entire time I have played this game, and I've only heard that scream once. And I've got well over 500 hours into the game right now. Also, D has said that he's going to fix the lighting glitch with the CCTV cameras, which is exciting. I play this map so often, it drives me nuts. Because if I go up to the CCTV right now, and I look at it, it looks like there's lights on already. But it's because when we drive up to the house, it artificially illuminates areas. And to get that, like, you know, cinematic effect. But the CCTV doesn't let go of the lights. Alright, back on in we go. Let's open the doors. Turn on our light. Turn on our light. Those are our controls for the ghosts that like to turn off lights. And let's start walking around and try to find our cold room. A part of me does still miss the effigies. I did enjoy, like, not necessarily on this map because they were like really well hidden and a little glitchy at times, but having beautiful, having to find the effigies on this map solo really was difficult. Alright. We have physical manifestation, which is going to eliminate the Terios Sook, the Strigoi, and the Phantom. Those lovely ghosts, according to the song, don't physically manifest. Let's check the bathroom back here. I always forget about it. Nope. Nope. Alright. Maybe you're upstairs. Start in here. Nope. And here? Nope. We have this open? We do. Awesome. I can loop most ghost types in this house. There are a couple that I can't. Ooh. Maybe in your bedroom? Definitely not in your bathroom, though. Temperature's going back up in here, though. Alright. They're throwing stuff around. Here? Nope. Okay, we still have that hide. That's alright. Oh. Yeah, I get it. You're not a phantom. We know that. Carrying on. You're also not an echo. Trying to serve up some dinner over there? Hopefully it's not me. I'm not on the menu. I need that door open. This way, up here. Up the stairs. That there. Just one quick double check. Yeah. That's our room. Okay, so you turn off lights. Good to know. What are my objectives? Alright, first things first. We know you're not a wisp, you turn off lights. You're not an echo because you turned off lights. Also, you played with a radio. Tasks. We have cross hunt. One of these days, I'm gonna get the motion sensor task. Doing zero evidence, and it's gonna be glorious. Because I'll actually have the motion sensor with me. Go back to work. I have to treat Twitch like an audiobook, and it sucks. I appreciate you popping by, Quiche. I do. Thank you very much. Well, you're not a Dauntless. No, I want one. What? Why can't I swap? There we go. Put that there. Alright. Oh, and saving space for when I get a PC. Play this game. I look forward to playing this game with you, Quiche. I do. I'm actually excited to play this game with you. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Alright, attic. We have one camera on, the FLX is there, cross has already been turned. I like this part. The fact that I can just zoom in. Alright, you turned off the FLX pod. Cool. Which means you are... Just angle it like that so we still see the screen. Okay, you are not a Skia. You're not a Forgotten. You're not a Tantalus Echo. Alright, well, that doesn't leave much. You're going to have to pre-scout for Quiche so she has a good listing of only the finest closets. The best closet in the game? Excuse me, Wall. The best closet in this game is the one upstairs. That there, if it's available, would definitely be Quiche's closet. If she's playing on Ravenwood, Oh, okay, you extinguish candles, so you are not... Okay, you're just tinkling. A revenant. You're not a doppelganger. You are... Shura... I keep forgetting, does the Shura do anything with candles? They're the one ghost I struggle with. Shura... Can extinguish candles, okay. So, possibly a Wraith, a Wee Gumbella, Shura, a Polty, an Iblis, a Demon, Banshee, or a Bahoot. Well, them lighting a candle there would help us a lot. That would knock it down to the Iblis, Demon, or Poltergeist. But I don't think you are any of those. Could be a Wee-Wee. Wee-Wee would be awesome. And terrifying all at the same time. Let's load up. Let's get ready. Alright, let's go do this hunt. You have not turned on a single light in the entire place either. Oh, we might actually have our Wee gone bell. That's exciting. Yeah, this closet right here is the best one. The best closet in the entire game, right here. Nope, nobody home. Victoria, dear, can you hunt me, please? Actually, you know, come and get me as opposed to having me look around the house for you. Hello, Blood. How you doing? Victoria, can you manifest? Incoming Pokemon, everybody. Can you show strength? Victoria. I swear she's getting sick and tired of me. Gibble, everybody. Land Shark Pokemon. Actually, pseudo-legendary when you evolve them. Fantasy Ball, Geo Ball, and Nest Ball. Grab your Gibbles, everybody. They're also super adorable. Why is he listed as a tier C? You get him up to Mega Garchomp there. He's ridiculous. Great. Manifest. Appreciate the lurk, Blood. Oh. There we go. Not a Wraith. No work, sound of work, that's fine. Eight 1,000. Yeah, we got 8. We have an 8 count. Eight count gonna eliminate the boot, the Banshee, the Iblis. That, and all of that. Alright, now we start our timer. Congratulations on your hunt or your gibble there, Militia Cat. I think we have a wee wee gumbel. I think we got our wee wee. That's an 8 count. She hunts within the next 20 seconds. We definitely have our wee wee. Wee wees are fast hunters, which means they hunt at 40 seconds after their initial hunt. They're super aggressive. That's a wee wee. %, a wee wee gumbel. Zero evidence. Wee wee gumbel. I just gotta live. I gotta live. I gotta get out of here. And I have all my objectives. She's on the floor above me. Okay, she's done. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. We got a wee wee, everybody. We can finally check another one off the list. It means we just have the Tantalus and the Banshee left. We're one goes closer to completion. One goes closer. Alright, just make sure I don't screw this up. Wee wee gumbels checked off. Okay. Let's do this. Let's get out of here. Wee wee! We got a wee wee! Or is it pronounced way way? Way way, it sounds better. Can you imagine your... Yeah. Yes! We got ourselves a way way gumbel. Let's update that. That annoying 0 right there is now a 1. Which means we are just missing the Banshee and the Tantalus. Oh. They are going to be hard to get. Yeah, we'll save that photo. Lovely Victoria photo. All right. That is what for tomorrow is for. Tomorrow is TOS Thursday. So I'm going to be playing the other side. Well, all stream. But we're going to find ourselves a raid target. Before I do that, I'm going to stop my raids. Just so we don't get raided into as I'm about to raid out. And let's go find ourselves a raid target, everybody. Exit that. Exit it. Oh, so happy. We're ending on a positive. We're ending on a positive, everybody. It's great. All right. Smaller, or same category. Anybody else playing the other side? Who do we got here? Oh. You know what? I know who we're going to go visit. Right there. Perfect. Yep. She caught me with a dad joke right away. With a joke right away in her stream title. We're going to go visit. All right, everybody. We're going to go visit Kitten Ishka. Or Natty. Or not Natty. Nena in game. But we're going to go visit Kitten. Yeah, Nena. Nena. We're going to go visit Nena. So that's who we're going to go right into. She has been playing for 3 minutes, just getting started. Let's go and give the start of her stream a little bit of boost, a little bit of love there. I know when people do that for me, you know, it like picks up the rest of my, you know, my stream. Like my entire mood just gets uplifted and it feels great. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. As far as UFOphilia goes, I don't recommend it. I mean, we played it for a couple hours. We got very confused. The tools don't seem to do the right thing. If this is the release version, then like the typos and spelling mistakes that are in there, the grammar issues. This is not a release version of the game. But yeah, we're gonna go right into Kitnishka, who is doing a co-stream with Sav. So raid message 1 is for everybody, anybody, and all of our friends can use that. Raid message 2 is for everybody with a subscription. And raid message 2 that my wife is typing out right now is for everybody who wants to be cool like Grubbin Boy, who did the emote himself. That's the one I'm going to grab. He did the message. I just want to say thank you, everybody. It was fun hanging out with you today. I was going to play like a Korean psychological horror initially, and then this came across my radar, and you know what? We played it. We tried to figure it out. And yeah, it's an interesting game. I would like to see some improvement to it, but definitely an interesting game. So remember, everybody, you matter. You are loved. If you want to see something truly awesome, look in the mirror.